Today we're going to talk about the anesthesia machine. First we have the flow meter, which measures your oxygen in liters per minute. Your oxygen travels through your flow meter, through your vaporizer inlet valve. The vaporizer itself has a dial which indicates how much isoflurane you're administering to your patient, along with the safety latch here which prevents all personnel from being exposed to any isoflurane. You have an indicator window here that shows you how much isoflurane is left in the vaporizer, along with the fill port here. Once your anesthetic gas and oxygen have been mixed together in the vaporizer, they will travel through the machine, through the vaporizer outlet port, to the inhalation valve, through the negative pressure relief valve. You have a flutter valve here, which will show you when your patient is actually taking breaths, because the flutter will actually flutter right here. Your anesthetic gas and oxygen will travel through the corrugated tubing, through your Y-piece, into your patient. Your patient will exhale, and all anesthetic gas and oxygen will travel down the corrugated tubing into the exhalation valve. All anesthetic gas will bypass the pop-off valve as long as it's open and travel into your F-air canister. And the oxygen, along with carbon dioxide, will travel down the exhalation valve into your carbon dioxide absorbent canister, where the carbon dioxide, or CO2, will be removed, and then all the warm air and regular oxygen will travel back into your reservoir bag, where it can be rebreathed through the circuit into your patient again.
Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to pressure test your rebreathing system. Avery set it up for me earlier, so everything's all set up. So what you should do first is you should close your pop-off valve or pressure release valve, so to enclose all the oxygen in the system so it's not released. Make sure your valves are closed as well, because air can get out. So what you're going to do is you're going to cuff the end of the Y port with the palm of your hand to enclose it so the air doesn't get released out. Pressing the flush valve to fill the bag with oxygen, it does bypass the vaporizing chamber. So I'm going to fill the bag until it reaches 20 centimeters of water pressure, and it should hold for 10 to 15 seconds. If it does hold for 10 to 15 seconds, that means there's no cracks in the lines or in the bag, and it's a good system to use. If there is any cracks, I would just check the bag or check the whole system to see where's the air leaking out from.
So today we're talking about the non-rebreathing circuit. First we have the flow meter, which measures our gas in liters per minute. It also indicates how much oxygen is being administered to our patient. The oxygen will travel through the flow meter to the vaporizer, through the vaporizer inlet valve. And as described in the rebreathing circuit, the vaporizer has an indicating knob along with a safety latch to prevent personnel from being exposed to isoflurane, along with the indicator window and the fill port. Once your anesthetic gas and oxygen have mixed in the vaporizer, they will leave the vaporizer through the vaporizer outlet port, through the breathing circuit, which is connected to our patient through the ET tube. Once our patient inhales and exhales, fill the reservoir bag, where our anesthetic gas, along with oxygen and carbon dioxide, will travel through the semi-permeable membrane down to our F-air canister, where all anesthetic gas will be removed for personnel.
So today I'm going to be testing the pressure testing the non-rebreather system that Avery just set up for me. It's always good to test the non-rebreather system to see if it holds air, because sometimes this old rubber, it does wear out with time, or the reservoir bags do crack, and they become brittle with time. So the way you're going to test this out is you're going to open your flow meter to around 10 to 15 liters per minute, just to fill the bag fast. And then so the air is releasing. You're going to hold the semi-permeable membrane, and you're going to cuff the end of where the ET tube would meet the breathing circuit, and air should fill the bag up. You're going to wait until the bag fills up all the way where there's no wrinkles or anything like that. So the bag should be, the air should be held in the bag for at least 10 to 15 seconds. But as you can see, my bag is deflating, so I know that there's a hole in this bag, in this area. So I would just exchange the bag, get a new bag. This one has a crack in it already. Okay. So here at Pierce College, we have H tanks, which are housed in this little closet. Usually oxygen is contained in green containers. So we have like a little system here that says partially full, full. When you activate a tank, you have to remove the full label so that everybody knows that this tank is in use. Then the oxygen travels from the tank to our copper tubing and all this stuff, and then it hits this tank pressure gauge, which will tell us how much oxygen is left in our tank. Usually, a full tank will have around 2,200 psi. Your tank should be changed out around 500 psi. Then the oxygen will travel to our pressure releasing valve, which will reduce the pressure to 50 psi. You can see that on our line pressure gauge. From the line pressure gauge, the oxygen is then sent to our anesthetic machine in the other room where we were